What's good, y'all? Once again, am here for another Toriko review. That's right, Toriko chapter 264. Yo, I haven't put out a video besides those that are being put out tonight in like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. Like, life happens, yo. Like, from drama to new things to computer screwing up, internet glitching. All that's good now. All's gravy. But yeah, y'all do not know how long I've been waiting for this Toriko chapter to drop. This last week's chapter of Toriko. Y'all don't know how stoked I was, how ecstatic I was to once again read this greatness that is known as the manga Toriko. Yo, it's not my favorite manga. One Piece is. Magi Labyrinth of Magic, my second one. But Toriko is my fourth, almost third favorite manga. Third favorite ongoing, because my third favorite manga is seinen manga known as Holy Land. Check that out. I've done an overview, I've done a couple videos on Holy Land. Check out Holy Land. But enough of that intro. This chapter, straight up hype. Hype. I mean, we had hype to finish off the human world, okay? Arc. We're in the gourmet war arc. Hype. It's been a long month, but Mitsutoshi didn't disappoint. Hype. Hype. Where the phone 99? Hype. What King like? Hype. Just hype. Okay? Yeah. First of all, can I please start off talking about that color page? I'm talking about that not the first kind of sort of page, but the color page. Okay? The one with all the four heavenly kings, Komatsu and Rin. Now, finally, thank you Mitsutoshi. It's like he kind of almost like he heard me. Well, I mean, at the end of the human world arc, we saw her in a different get up, but in this color page, we saw her in a different get up. Something feminine. Thank you. Something actually attractive. Something good. It fits her body. Thank you. Not that crap that she's been in. No. Okay, thank you. Can I talk about Coco? Yo, Coco though. Coco. I guess he's got his color back, which makes sense given the timeline of this chapter. Coco, looking at the tire. Toriko looking mainly as usual. Zebra looking the same. What can you say? But doggone, can I talk about Sonic looking decent? Komatsu looks a bit taller. I'm just saying. So very nice with the color page. Bump that up. So now let's get into the actual chapter. With Toriko freaking just sleeping under this big old leaf. And Toriko coming looking like a caveman. Now, it wasn't too much of a beard, but he had the scruff. Toriko with the long locks. He walk around. Now, we did get to see his modernized, because we eventually did get to see his pants. Did he have on shoes? I cannot recall. But anyways, he got that same sash as he had back in them, previous recent chapters. Okay, around sash that's sort of like a belt around his midsection. Yo, Toriko looking beastly, going out there just doing his thing. And y'all see my Toriko? It's Toriko. First of all, before I get to that, it's Toriko. Raining candy. The gourmet world. First, we had an alcohol island back in the human world. Raining candy. What was it? Was it a snowy ice cream? I forget all the craziness. But it's Toriko, meaning a freaking mountain was falling, just dropping out of the sky. It's Toriko. A mountain was dropping out of the sky. Do y'all understand the insanity of that? Now, it wasn't a Mount Everest mountain, but it was a mountain, and it was falling out of the sky. And then we see, of course, a freaking mountain eating. And I'm like, what the? It's eating a mountain. It looks like a mountain. And yo, Toriko said, oh, it's a mountain eater. It's a seabird or something or other. Super beast. Species capture level of 770. Now, it's not as crazy as some of those capture levels we saw previously, but still, freaking eating a mountain. A mountain. Do y'all... Let me just stop that. Let me move on. And then so we see Toriko, he goes steals one of its eggs, okay? While the mountain eater's not there. Now, Toriko, obviously, he's bumped up. But still, mountain eating, seabirds, pelican-like things, I guess are still problematic, okay? Which would make sense. I mean, the size of the thing, it's just... It ate a freaking mountain, and it looked like it was, I don't know, this big, like a plate of food to it. What is up with the gourmet world? Really, what is up with some of these creatures, though? Anyways, we're moving on, and Toriko, he grabs one of the eggs while the mountain eater's not there, and he goes and takes it back to his spot. Now, I did catch it. He said it would feed, I believe, 100,000 people. Now, how well it would feed Toriko, I don't know. But 100,000 people. One egg. Scrambled eggs of 100,000. Are you kidding me? So he goes back, and then there's like this, and I'm like, yeah, classic Toriko, like this house in a tree, right? He throws in, and all this food. Like, yo, what? And did y'all see the size of that tree? It was massive. I mean, come on. And then, yo, so we see somebody cooking up, and I'm like, is this some kind of giant? Because the parents were confused. And what do you know? Komatsu's cooking up a storm. He was so glad Toriko was back. But yo, Komatsu with the long, I'm like, let's go. Let's go. And we come to find out a few pivotal things. First of all, Toriko had to cut off their locks. Now, that was fast. That was a feat of speed. Toriko was up to speed. He was fast before, but don't cut off the locks. Come on. Why couldn't you let Komatsu keep the long hair? I mean, come on. Okay, Komatsu not so much. But Toriko, keep the long locks. I mean, come on. But Toriko did say something very interesting. He's like, no matter how much I cut and shave, over here, talking about the gourmet world, there's something like that keeps my hair growing. So it's the same. No wonder y'all go Midori. I mean, no wonder Starjin. I mean, come on. The dudes, that's what I'm talking about. It's that wild. Yes, that nature, that natural. But anyways, it get cut, so unfortunately. And it seems Komatsu, we don't know how much, if he's at all, he's up the strength. I'm thinking he's up considerably. I don't know. But at least come on. Komatsu should at least be able to fight now. I mean, defend himself. Not no Toriko level, nothing crazy. But come on, he's got the freaking melt knife. Y'all know I've been calling for it for the longest. I'm just saying. Let me not go off on Komatsu on this video. I like Komatsu. I'm like, I do. I like him. I don't think he's gay. Komatsu, you got to be able to do work. Put in work. I mean, you're in the gourmet world. And how long will they? We a time skip. Okay? A year and a half. They've been in the gourmet world, him and Komatsu, for a year and a half. And it took Toriko half a year to get Komatsu. So it means they've been in the gourmet world together for a year. Chilling, gathering resources to take back to the human world. So you know a lot's changed over in the human world, as we can see by the end of the episode. But think about it, a year and a half. Komatsu has got to have Toriko, how powerful is Toriko now? How powerful is the rest of the Heavenly Kings? I mean, come on, man, yo. And what about Tengu Baranchi, and the rest of those? What about Midora? And, will Mitsutoshi give us a flashback of Toriko meeting up and getting Komatsu? I'm guessing that wasn't a fight. Come on, he couldn't handle Midora anyway. I'm guessing, I don't know how it went down, but interesting. This much time, interesting. But anyway, by the end of the chapter, right, we get this with this truck back in the human world, and it drops off, and it's in this capsule beam. So I'm guessing I'm wondering if there was the completed food, but still capsule. And I instantly thought back to DBZ, the start of DBZ. I got that feel, that same atmosphere, that same vibe from when DBZ first started to transition, from Dragon Ball to DBZ. We're in Act 2 of Toriko, after all. I got that, so that brought back some good feelings. So overall, I mean, what more else can really be said? Besides, Komatsu was crying. He talked about he ain't been in the human world in a year and a half. Okay, people, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. He's been in the Gourmet world for a year now. Okay, that's reasonable. Not of his free will, not of his choice. That's reasonable. Oh, and one last thing. Toriko said all that food they were going to carry back on their backs. And he said they can't do it. I'm with Komatsu. How? It's Toriko. That's all I need to say. It's Toriko. And how in the world is Komatsu surviving in the Gourmet world? And I have to throw this in. Toriko slicing massive trees easily. I'm just saying. Alright, y'all. I'm stoked. It's Toriko. And it's back. And it's gonna do some crazy. Just gonna go over the top. So overall, I give this chapter an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was an outstanding chapter of Toriko. Okay, I'm gonna say episode because I've been on a couple other about 3 episode reviews now. Anyways, yeah, it was an outstanding chapter. We got, it was an intro. Okay, you can't expect too much. We don't want really any, some characterization, not too much character development. I mean, we saw a bit now, more world building. Once again, Mr. Toshi. And we're going back to the human world for how long? Because it is a Gourmet World arc. So what's about to happen? I don't know. Mr. Toshi gonna do what Mr. Toshi does. We got some plot progression, not too much, but like I said, it was an intro to another section, so wasn't expecting a boatload, but very enjoyable chapter to say the least. Alright, y'all, unexpected wonder. Till next time, y'all, peace.